His name's I'll Give You a Nickel, and my name's If You Tickle My Pickle. And this is the Kickin' Ash Podcast.
Well, we're back again, dude.
We're back again.
I feel like we
Hasn't been too long.
Not really. I feel like we do a whole lot of these. We're coming back.
Well, every episode we are technically back from the last one, so
That's true.
doesn't feel wrong to say.
Nah, it doesn't. And I don't say it, so it doesn't feel wrong at all. So, buddy.
Spur of the moment episode today, boys.
It is.
And girls. Anyone female watches this.
Doubt it. We got this spark of energy today from visiting our favorite tobacconist in Manassas and Haymarket, Virginia.
Absolutely.
Tobaccology.
We did.
We need, Brett, if you watch this, we need some sort of something with a Tobaccology logo on it.
I know, right? Well, I have a hat, but
we need to toss something like on the wall.
Right? We need a big
honorary
flag or
wall.
some shit. He did give us our at least our logo, though. We should have had him throw his on, too.
Yeah, we should have. Yeah, we could
we could get one like that, but that was Tobaccology.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Sick.
Put right next to it.
So we spur of the moment, Logan and I made a little purchase with Brett about a week ago, and he got the order in, and we did not really want to wait for shipping. And he's only an hour and a half away, so we decided to save him shipping, and we wanted to see him anyway. So we swung up there today, quick hour and a half drive.
True
and we went and visited with him, and we'll kind of get into what we got. But before we do that, I want to talk about what we're smoking today, what we're pairing it with, and then we can get into the juiciness. And
before we get into that, scoot in a little bit, buddy. I think I feel like I'm cutting you off here. I'm looking at the camera. I'm like,
well, we have a new table, so I don't.
Yeah, we're not quite used to
this yet.
Where we should sit yet.
So I think this is.
I want the people to see your nice shirt that you got on.
Yeah. Can we see? It's my party shirt.
Yeah, dude. Looks nice. That's salmon.
What
color is that?
Yeah. I think it's salmon.
It's very slimming.
Good word. Is it? Well, it should be.
No, it's not.
It's not at all. It's not at all. It highlights my man tits for sure. But
all right. So I had Joey
for.
I'm sorry.
Quarantine.
You're talking.
I was just trying to defend my weight because now I'm self-conscious.
I'm just kidding. All right. So I had Joey go into my humidor because we're at my house where we shoot the podcast, and I just told him to pick something out. So I don't even know what I'm smoking today, bud.
Sure don't.
Until right now.
Picked out something good for you.
Let's see what it is.
It's truly good. There's nothing funny about this one.
Oh, I did not expect this.
Padron.
The Padron 1964.
1964.
I have had this before.
Good. Now, I also needed to bum a cigar off of Logan because we're at his house. I took 2 cigars with me for the trip, and we ended up talking on our way home, so I didn't smoke the other. But I've smoked it on the podcast so many times already, I just didn't want to do it again. So he said, help yourself.
I did.
So I picked up, and I did this because you had so many of these, but a Tabernacle Havana seed. This is 142, I believe. Yep, it's the Corona. And
of course, he took the Corona. No, I'm just kidding.
Of course, I am a Corona whore. It was either this or the Lancero. I'm good on that one. It was either this or the Lancero, but I wanted to save the Lancero for you, so I took the Corona.
I appreciate that. I wouldn't have cared either way, buddy. You know.
So we'll get going in that, and we have some pretty good beers today.
Right, we're actually drinking alcohol for once.
It's been a while. Yeah.
I feel like we always just drink something dumb.
Yeah, seltzer water or fucking eggnog or some shit. By Devil's Backbone, which is a local brewery to us here in Virginia, out of Charlottesville. Devil's Backbone Tropical Latitude. This is a sour fruit ale. I'm big into sours and gozas, so this one spoke to me.
Yep, and I've got the Cosmic Fruit Overdrive, which is a smoothie style ale. I've had that.
That's good.
But
it's good. I like it.
It's very good. Smells very like peachy, kind of orangey, kind of mango-y.
Yeah, it does. It's got all the fruits on the front.
I actually think that are these the same label, even though they're different beers, or not?
I mean, same. I don't
It's
know.
weird. Lazy marketing.
No, what's lazy marketing? I don't even know if we told this story before, but back in September when we went to DC,
Oh yeah.
we stopped at a local bottle company of ours and picked up a 4-pack of I think that was like a smoothie style sour or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like $15 for a 4-pack, but beer's expensive, so we said fuck it, we don't care. One sip and we were fucking done. It tasted exactly like what you would imagine Dawn dish detergent would taste like.
Yep.
And when I got home, I noticed that the label was kind of coming off on one, and I peeled it, and it was completely different beer.
Yeah.
Not
like-
even the same style of beer,
I don't even know how
same
you
name.
do that. Like,
It's
how did-
completely different. I don't know.
Maybe that was like some sort of like eclectic like underground joke that we weren't that only the
we
people who
didn't-
brew that beer
didn't
on or
catch on.
something like
It's probably something where it's like if you get this with the false label and you win like $1 million.
yeah.
We
and
thought it was stupid, so we trashed it.
I don't even know. Do you like before I smoke my cigar? I'm trying to think like what this beer has and like taste wise. Mine's like kind of orangey. It's almost a little tart. Also, like
Yeah, I mean mine's a sour, so it's obviously tart. This one's like definitely orange for sure, but like
it's almost got like a vegetable-y juice, like or like a
yeah, kind of like a sort of like a meaty tone
Mhm.
to it.
yeah.
So it could be like I don't know. I don't
Very
really have
interesting.
any fruits or vegetables, so
You mean either?
yeah, I could tell you what kind of steak it tasted like if it was steak beer.
You know what it tastes like? It tastes like those naked juices. You ever had one of those?
Yeah,
So that
I have.
green juice.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
wife gets those sometimes. And,
Kind of tastes healthy, so
right? It must be.
cool with that. Yeah, it's got to be.
All right. So you want to? Well, actually, you want
Yeah.
to talk about what we're lighting these
We
with
will.
today?
We will for sure.
Okay.
So first and foremost, you guys have probably seen these circling around the interwebs.
Circling.
We've certainly seen them. And one of our very good friends in the Cigar Society group, multiple people got these off of Brett with a sampler. And then I've seen several people, even after that sampler, purchase one of these. And these are fairly new lighters that have come to the market. And Logan and I saw a review by one of our very good friends in the group, Aaron Ramsey, who did a count on how many cigars that he could light off of just one full tank.
Right.
And I do not know his number off the top of my head. It was in the 90s, though. I
think it was
92,
93 or 92.
93, something like that. A lot of cigars. More than I have gotten off of any lighter ever,
Hands down.
period,
By
ever.
far.
So that
I'm
appealed
lucky if
to
I
me.
get like 6 or 7 off of some of my lighters. Like
I can usually get 7 to 10, but I
Yeah.
also do like I light my cigars
pretty
a little
thorough lighter. Yeah.
bit differently. And then just the design, the innovation of these, we couldn't help ourselves.
Yeah.
They are
We're definitely like gadget whores.
yeah, we are, and I'm definitely a lighter whore. I know we talked about this before, but they
Yeah.
are by Bugatti. Logan got the Vulcan in Jupiter Green, and I got the Mirage. Sort of a similar concept, but just different designs. Don't let the box fool you. I got a different color.
Yep.
So we are actually going to kind of do an unboxing and then talk about it. I figured just go one at a time, so it just makes it a little bit easier since they are different
You
lighters.
want to get the flavor notes on it, or give a little
I don't want to sniff it
hints
because
of Chinese manufacturing?
somebody in Wuhan touched this.
Yeah.
I don't want to be out of work.
We're way past that, man. We were out all about today with no
No masks.
no masks, no nothing. I think we all know at this point that
We're just done.
yeah, the mask shit is a little
Yeah, we're over it.
overplayed.
So we'll let you go first, man.
All right, so I'm gonna pop mine on. We did kind of already take a peek at these, but we'll let you see them.
Sure did.
It comes in a really nice packaging. Like,
Yeah,
this
it
is
does.
almost
it's kind of like a cell phone.
I was gonna say it like reminds me of like an Apple, like an iPhone.
Yeah, it does.
So you get your instruction manual and warranty card. Wonder how long the warranty is good for. I don't know if it says. Oh yeah, nice. Lifetime warranty and replacement plan for your Bugatti Vulcan and Mirage.
Can't beat a lifetime warranty. That's typically why I go with Zycar.
Oh no, wait, that's optional. It says go beyond the 2-year
never mind.
warranty.
No, so 2-year warranty, you can probably
Right out
do
the-
something for a lifetime.
Right off the rip.
Nice.
And then you get some instructions and stuff here. We already know that as being men, we won't read that. So in the thing, you get your Vulcan. It's got a little cap on it. and it does this little cool rotating. You can make it like a little pistol,
Pew pew.
or you can make it like a rocket ship. It's basically like a transformer.
Yeah, it's true.
And
it's
then,
like a toy.
And then the thing that made us really excited about these.
This is where the creativity and the innovation comes into play.
Yeah.
And I love it.
So it comes with this little Bugatti branded butane canister that fits directly in the bottom of your lighter. So you don't have to we all know that filling lighters with butane is just pretty much one of the most annoying fucking inconsistent things ever to me. Like that's my biggest problem with it is I always feel like sometimes I get a great fill where I know it's filled all the way, and then other times I'm like,
yeah,
I can't tell if it's filling or not. Like I don't know. That's just me. Maybe I'm stupid, but
I just get tired of buying butane and then filling.
Yeah. So this
filling. So.
This just goes in the bottom, and I believe you just kind of crank her in there, buddy. Is that all?
It's pretty much all there is to it.
That's all we're thinking we got to do. That's what Brett told us.
Well, if you screwed it in like a normal person, I don't know what you're doing there.
I'm trying to fucking get it to thread. There it goes. You got to kind of push it in.
Yeah. So it does stick out a little bit.
Yep.
And this butane canister is basically just a very miniature size butane can that is just housed inside the lighter itself, which is genius. I never carry a can of butane with me because it's big, it's bulky,
and
I have ran out on multiple occasions, and I've had to bum butane or just not smoke or whatever. This, because of how small they are, it's probably about the. It might even be a little smaller than like airplane bottles of like liquor.
Yeah.
But you could toss one of those in your case, your your little Herfador container, your Tupperware or whatever. Super small. Toss it in there. If you ever run out, you just pop one right back in. Good to roll. Super quick. Super easy. So that really appealed to me.
Yeah, I will tell you that the Vulcan is for sure really not a pocket lighter. I mean, I could fit this in my pocket. It wouldn't be the most comfortable thing. I probably want to put the lid on it just to not get pocket shit in my jets, but it does. Another cool thing is it comes with a replacement jet.
Yep.
So if this one, ever kind of fizzles out on you.
Why don't you show them real quick how you take that off and put the other one on?
Can you?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I didn't know if you needed a tool or not. I guess you don't, do you?
Nope. Yeah, it's just a little black ring you unscrew.
I can unscrew it. I'm always worried I'm going to break shit the first time I try something. There it goes.
Nah.
So yeah, there's a little ring you guys see right here that screws in. Once it's unscrewed, this pops off. Pop the other one on. So fully interchangeable. Would be kind of cool is if in the future they had different jets.
Yeah.
I wonder if I could swap out make it a quad flame if I wanted to.
Yeah,
or
single or triple or something like that. Yeah.
Or have different maybe a flat flame. I don't know. You know me. I just like collecting shit, so I'd probably have them and never use them. But it'd still be cool to have. But yeah, so the flame on this bad boy, even on the lowest setting, is I don't necessarily know that I would ever use this thing any more than just right at low. Now Brett showed us how to adjust them, which I don't know if now mine's maybe a little too much on the high end. But I mean, really, you probably can't see it because it's on camera. But I don't know that I'm gonna need much more flame than that.
Yeah, that's already on low. It's about 3.5, 4 inches.
Yeah.
So definitely a good flame. I mean, you get a lot of these lighters, and it's hard to find a good setting. I mean, I have lighters where you crank it up, and it's too big, and then you crank it down, and you're like, well, shit, that's just too small. So you trying to fumble and find, but on the medium setting, this is fantastic. So
yeah. But like I said, the Vulcan is not, I really wouldn't call it a pocket lighter. The other thing is it's not going to fit in my nice little Bible thumper cigar case either, which I have here.
Could probably.
I mean, it would stick. Yeah, it's going to be I could literally put it where I put my cigars and just take out one cigar.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I got this thing for at home. This is the lighter that I'm just going to keep on the table all the time, and then can just reach for when I want to smoke a cigar at home and don't want to have to fiddle around with shit. So, I'm not too worried about. That's why I ended up getting the Vulcan, just because I kind of like the design of it. It had this cool, um, green. I think the Mirage maybe came in that too, but I just like the way it looked, and it's really like substantial. Like you feel like you really like grip this thing, and like it's comfortable to have in your hand and stuff. So
it just feels like the build quality's really well.
Yeah, like it feels like definitely the price to quality definitely lines up, because it's definitely not the cheapest lighter ever. It's definitely not the most expensive one ever. Again, kind of falls right in the middle.
Yeah, these retail for about $100.
Yeah.
If you after seeing these, you decide that you want one, I highly recommend you reaching out to Brett with Tobaccology and asking him, because he's been slinging these a lot lately, and they're popular and growing more and more popular. So I'm going to show you guys the Mirage. And I got this because this is slightly smaller than the Vulcan. And I still think this is a little too big necessarily to carry in my pocket, but still, I just kind of prefer this design over the Vulcan. So again, same concept. Mine, and again, I don't know how well you can see this, but mine has sort of the same, different design, but sort of the same concept with a grill.
It's like a honeycomb.
Yeah, and then this
kind of cool
underlying color, I got gunmetal and black, and then the adjustment wheel is just right here. You can turn it low to high, and then you push the button, and this little lid pops up, and your flames come out. And you can pull this out, and you can also change the jet. It comes with a replacement dual jet as well. So again, if you kind of get your jets clogged up or they just stop working, because a lot of times that is one of the biggest issues with your lighters. Instead of sending it off to get fixed or having to just buy a whole new lighter or any of that horse shit, you can just replace it out. Good to go.
Simple as that.
Same, again, exact same concept. Unscrew the bottom. This is about the size of a bottle cap. And your, oh, shite. My ribbon came out, so it's going to be a beach to pop out. Why don't you dig that out there for me, bud?
I'm going to break the tip.
You have girly fingers, so.
Compare these. What are they? Are they the same, like, girth-wise?
Yeah, I
same
mean,
ring gauge?
Yeah, I really think so. I think that the main difference in size between these two is literally just the fact that the Vulcan is a little taller because of the jet. And I mean, you can see them side by side here. They are exactly the same girthiness. And
Pause.
I'll put mine in and I'll actually stand them beside each other.
See
but
your jet here.
This is just super tiny. I love this, the idea of this. So again, you just put it into the bottom and then push it down. Screw your cap back on. And you're good to go. Again, that's turned up too high.
I'm telling you, man. I have mine all the way down.
So side by side.
Really, just that top.
Yeah.
Piece that
the
makes
Vulcan's
the Vulcan
just
bigger.
taller, because of the jet. But again, I would be completely happy with either one of these, 100%. We chose different ones because they appeal to us differently.
Yep.
And then also for the fact that because we do both have one of each, we can just kind of swap off. If I ever am in the mood to light a Vulcan, I have it, because he has one, and vice versa. So that's pretty much all there is to it.
I would say I think my only thing I would like to see improved, if I could choose something, at least for the Vulcan, is this little plastic cap that it comes with. It's nice. It kind of it just snaps in, but it doesn't really. So like, I don't think it would come off if I shake it. Yeah, it's not going to come off, but it also kind of rattles. It's kind of loose, and it's kind of just like thin, flimsy plastic. It kind of would be nice if it was like, if they made one like kind of the same material as the body, and then I could just, and it kind of really like clicked on there, because I don't know if I would like if I did want to keep this in my pocket, I'm not necessarily sure that this would stay on.
Yeah.
It might.
It'd be cool if they made it to where you like a quarter turn, it would lock onto it or something.
Yeah, something like that. That would be pretty. That'd be kind of innovative. But again, I didn't really get it for that reason, so it's not a big deal for me. But if you are thinking about like this is going to be your lighter that you just like, let's say you're going to a shop, going to an event, something like that, and you're going to put it in your pocket. While again, you could, I can definitely stick this right in this shirt pocket here, and it's completely fine. You may want to look at the Mirage for that instead. But yeah. So yeah, I mean, we've been talking about it, dude. I kind of want to test this puppy out and see if it
And again, $99 may seem like a lot, but you're getting a lot. You're getting the spare jet.
Yeah.
You're getting just the idea of having a butane tank that'll go inside of this. And again, we had one of our good friends who tested this, got 90 some cigars off of one tank.
Yeah.
It's like this thing would never give up. So it'll last you a long time as well. So that said, let's go ahead and get into our cigars. So that's what it's all about. I need to borrow your cutter.
Oh, well, most certainly.
I was not prepared.
It's all right, buddy. I'm always prepared,
man. So what else is on your mind, bud?
It's a good question, man. Not a whole lot, because whoa, yeah, that thing is that first click can be a doozy. I don't know if you saw that, but the first one I hit, it was like,
yeah, I did. That's the way mine was when I first got the tank in.
And I will tell you, when we picked these up today, I was smoking a cigar when we showed up to the shop. Of course, nothing's open right now because of the whole virus situation. So we were kind of waiting on our curbside pickup at Brett's shop, and my cigar was kind of going out, so I pulled this out real quick and just wanted to kind of touch it up. And that flame was so big, and I didn't have it on low. I think I had it on medium or something. And my cigar was already was in the final third. And I tell you what, I singed the shit out of my finger with this thing. It was no joke. So you can actually I feel like the distance on this thing, I mean, yeah, look at that. I'm holding it all the way back here.
Yeah.
But it's torching it really nice.
Yeah, it's pretty, it's just, it feels comfortable to use too, You ever use like lighters that just feel uncomfortable?
Oh, yeah.
But I'm digging it so far for sure. The positivity, positive feedback coming off of these in the Cigar Society group alone. I absolutely had to have one just because of that. And again, I'm a lighter whore, so I like hanging on to multiple lighters.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's already instantly probably my top one or two favorite lighters I have. I mean, obviously it's new, so you're gonna gravitate towards it, but just design and ease of use and comfortability alone, like it definitely puts it up there. And I mean, probably that and the Prometheus that you got me for Christmas, like
yeah,
that's 1 and 2 right there.
Yeah, it's me. I would say this and my Prometheus are 1A and 1B type of deal, but my ST DuPont is pretty fucking razor sharp too, and I really love that. And Aaron Ramsey actually gifted me that, so.
Oh, nice.
It's a good guy. He's also a lighter whore, so.
Tell you what, it's probably a Padron is probably a good christening cigar for the for a new lighter,
I agree.
A Tabernacle too, but
yeah, Tabernacle's a great cigar. You can't really get wrong with it.
No, that was another craze that ran through the group.
Tabernacles, yeah, especially the Havana seed.
Oh yeah,
when that ran around,
a lot of people had that high on their list of cigars last year.
Yeah, absolutely.
Rightfully so.
Yeah. So we actually had a question. We did a live video. This was just on our cigar group earlier when we were heading to the shop. Just chatting with a few guys. We just had a fun question. And I'm definitely interested in hearing feedback, but the question was, if you had to take just one cigar to a deserted island, what would it be?
Yeah, I had said the Rosa Sharon.
Rosa Sharon, which was a good one.
It was a really easy choice for me because it's already the cigar I smoke the most often. That's the one that I make sure I have 10 to 15 of at once because I'm
you do.
afraid if it ever disappears or something, or I at least want to have some. But yeah, just for me, because I mean, you had kind of put in the stipulation that like you could go any size, any shape of that cigar.
Yeah.
That's one of the few cigars that I just enjoy pretty much every size in. I thought about the tyrannical buck in that situation. But as time goes on, man, it's not that I don't love the buck. It's great, but I smoke the Rosa Sharon so much. I just love that cigar.
Yeah.
Wouldn't kill me to have one every day. So, I think technically the buck would have more like Vitola options, but the rose is my choice for sure.
Yeah, I believe there's only four sizes of the tyrannical buck, but doesn't the Rosa Sharon come in? They have the Lancero.
Yep, which is really good.
The Toro
and the Robusto. I think that's it.
I was thinking there was maybe a fourth.
Oh well, can I count the Desert Rose?
I mean, I guess.
I don't know. If I can count the Desert Rose, then
the
definitely.
likelihood of us ever being stranded on an island, right. We get to pick whatever cigar we want.
Well, if I can count the Desert Rose, that cigar is almost damn near as good as the original. So that would for sure be it for me.
And I picked, of course, the Last SAR by Caldwell, because that's my favorite cigar. So can't really go wrong with it.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's been tried and true to you. It's been your number one since I've known you.
Yep.
Hasn't really been anything to threaten it.
Pretty much since it first came out. I've tried it. It's been my number one. And you ever just look at your cigar and just look at it? And just look at it. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah. What's the rules of making a cigar video? What are they?
No, I don't even know. I didn't pay attention.
You got to puff on it.
Look at it and some other shit.
Look at it. And I think you got to look off like you're pondering all of life's intricacies.
Yeah.
Then you have a terrible haircut.
No, that's an inside joke. But all things considered.
Yeah, we just this is like I said, guys, an impromptu episode. We on a whim decided to drive down, grab ourselves some lighters, treat ourselves a little bit because we've been in quarantine for far too goddamn long.
Yep.
We were talking about just kind of it's interesting, like I think maybe if I had known beforehand that I was gonna be off of work this long, I would have been able to like commit to doing more things or being more active, at least with the podcast, or like if they had said, hey, we're gonna you're gonna be in quarantine, furloughed, whatever, for 3 months exactly, I would have been like, okay, well, I have 3 months where I can set aside some time, excuse me, I'm hiccuping, to do some of this stuff. But the like not knowing from week to week whether they're gonna call and say, hey, this is the week, it's kind of just made it like really difficult and like rather depressing to be like, well, what's is this the week, is this not the week, like we wanted to go on vacation, but again, if they call me next week and I'm on vacation, are they not gonna let me have my job back, that sort of thing. So right. It's just been it's been one of those things. So we you guys should like let us know how you guys have been handling quarantine. What cigars have you been smoking to keep yourself sane? Are you guys working? Are you not working? I'd like to hear some fucking stories from either people in the group or people in the fucking comment section. Like share your quarantine experience, because we're kind of like it's funny. Like the original reaction too is like, oh man, I'm not gonna have to work. Like cool, But then you start to realize like, if you can't go anywhere, you can't do anything, you can't go to, we'd
rather be working.
Yeah, we were dying to go to like a cigar shop and smoke cigars at a shop and shoot the shit, drink a couple beers with some buddies and stuff. And it's like, which
we finally get to do tomorrow because Virginia's in phase 2 and we opened up restaurants today.
Mm-hmm.
So we're pretty stoked about that. Very excited about that, actually.
Until we get there and it's going to be so goddamn crowded. I'm hoping that's not the case.
I mean, I hope not either, but I mean, at that point, I feel like I mean, we're driving to a brewery tomorrow, a local brewery. And,
yeah, at least it's outdoors. Maybe they'll.
Yeah, I'm sure there's probably going to be some people sitting inside, but there's also outside. So, but I'm pretty hype about that. Gotta love the breweries.
Well, because they've got like a 50% rule in Virginia here now.
Like 50% capacity.
Yeah, they can only, but I don't know if that applies to outside. Does it?
No, I don't think so because they've already opened up outside during phase 1.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure that's full capacity. But,
yeah.
You know, I guess you still have to wear your mask and then just pull it down when you eat. Or...
I can tell you that I will not.
I mean, I'm not going to.
They will drag me out of there. They'll have to call the cops to remove me if they tell me to wear a mask. Nothing I mean, you know, if there's some sort of very sickly old woman there who just happens to be out and about, you know, that I bite, I'm not going to be such a fucking asshole that I can't be, you know, aware of my surroundings. But if I'm sitting outside on an 80-degree day, you know, if other people in this world can partake in certain activities in groups of more than
Hundreds.
100, then I can sit at a fucking brewery with 25 people and fucking drink a beer.
Yeah.
In the 80-degree sunshine. So.
Well, I don't want to get political, but
so we're not. We'll hop off. I didn't say anything. I didn't.
No, hey, bud.
I wasn't talking about
easy,
it.
Bud.
You know me, buddy.
Bud.
You know me, buddy.
I do. So,
now touch up. Oh, look at that. That's surprisingly accurate. You gotta hold this away. I'm almost thinking that this thing might be the governor might be cranked a little bit. I don't know. Whoa, buddy.
Maybe. I don't know.
You see that first?
I mean, mine's doing quite all right.
Yeah, I might have to. Look at that. That's on the low. Oh, then it goes down. I wonder if that's just.
Maybe it's just the initial crank up. You know, like maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm just gonna ash because I don't really feel like fucking sweeping up ash today.
But I love it, and I'm very excited that we got one.
Yeah, me
so
too.
Excited. I mean, I drove an hour and a half to pick it up, so I didn't have to wait. So.
Well, you're getting off that tabby, man. It tastes pretty good.
Yeah, it is, dude. It's definitely a fruity notes, dried, you know, raisin, coffee, cocoa, peppery, peppery for sure. Got that little like red pepper zing at the back of your tongue. Very smooth cigar. Good burn. I mean, I touched up just a smidge there, but again, I always have to touch up when I'm in here, and I think it's because the AC unit just blows right on me.
Yeah, we got to keep it cool in this garage. Tell you, the Padron, man, it just delivers. I think Padron just has a very distinctive, like, kind of classic, like what I do in my mind is just kind of a classic cigar taste.
You know, Padron like to me,
deep earthy kind of tobacco.
Yeah,
and just a little creamy. It's so smooth.
Padron to me has always captured all of like the very simple, basic, yet complex flavor profiles that you look for in a cigar. I always get chocolate and caramel and pepper and coffee, and it just goes through this transition of that. And for whatever reason, Padron is actually a cigar I never really keep stocked. Not for any other particular reason. It's just,
they are expensive.
Well, yeah.
That doesn't help.
But you know, just I don't know. I mean, there's just so many cigars out there that you know I usually end up purchasing over a lot of stuff. I mean, I'm also a huge, you know, San Cristobal fan, and I don't keep any of those in my.
Me neither, man. I love those things too.
They're good, man.
Every time I see them at it's like one of those cigars, like Padron and San Cristobal, are one of those ones where like I pass it in the shop and I look at it and I want it, and I always end up getting something else. And it's not any knock on them. It's just that I guess I tend to like gravitate towards the more boutique-y kind of
it's me.
You know, snobby shit. But that's just what I enjoy, man. That's
I would say Padron's pretty snobby.
Well, in kind of a different way. Yeah. I guess I should say like hipsterish more. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
Like I was smoking these before they were cool.
Right. Yeah, no, I agree with
Yeah.
that. But, and I want to state this because I've had people tell me before that they think that when you drink a sour beer, it
Mhm.
takes away from your cigar. I've never had that issue ever. And maybe that's true if you sit there and you chug it,
Yeah.
but I tend to just sip when I'm drinking a sour beer because I don't want a mouthful of ulcers because it's so tart. But I've never had that. And I actually really think that sours tend to bring out a lot of the fruity notes in cigars that a lot of
Mhm.
people typically can't detect. So I like that combination.
It's
I'm going to
almost
throw that
kind of
out
a
there.
palate washer in a sense
Mm-hmm.
too. Like take a sip of your sour and you feel like you're almost kind of cleaned your mouth out a little bit. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's one of those things where I just like fucking enjoying what I like enjoying at the same time. I can't stand when people try and like. There's always that classic guy at the lounge. He's like, "What are you smoking on?" And you're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, this." And he's like, "Oh, you should try those with this because if you're smoking it with that,
Right.
then you're actually
Right.
the apex of the flux capacitor on your."
Yeah. Right.
You're like, "Okay, dude.
You do have people like that for sure.
Yeah, like that's cool, man. I'm good. I'm just enjoying two things that I like at the same time, and I don't really give a fuck if they're supposed to taste good together or not. Cause
Yeah.
that's just
Yeah.
how it should be, man.
It's just like a combination of women
Absolutely,
enjoying
absolutely.
two at the same time, man.
Don't we all?
So, yeah, don't we all?
So yeah, this is kind of our episode, guys. It's just a casual. We wanted to go over the Bugattis with you, smoke a little cigar. We're gonna do a full review on these bad boys once we've cranked 93 cigars through them.
Yeah. I actually, we do want to do a review on them, but I just want to get comfortable using it a little bit more. I want to kind of check back after, a few weeks or whatever of use. It's pretty much going to be the only lighter I use for the next several,
Yeah.
however long. I don't know that I'm going to be able to count how many cigars I smoke off of it. Just because I just don't have, I'm ADD. I can't count that.
I'm gonna tell you, if this thing lasts me 93 cigars, it's gonna last me a while because I'm
Mhm.
not a cigar a day guy. I'm
Mm-mm.
a, two,
Cigar
three.
when I can guy.
Yeah. 2, 3 a week. If I'm really, feeling dangerous, maybe 4. But
Yeah.
even that sometimes doesn't happen if shit's going on and
I agree.
that sort of thing. So recently here we've been finding time to get together and smoke cigars more. So
Yeah.
it's also one of those things where like we're both kind of the type of people like not that we don't like smoking alone, but it just happens more often when we're hanging out because it's always good to get around, you know, with your buddies and smoke as opposed to just like I have a hard time doing anything for like an hour at a time by myself. Like
Yeah. I'm the same way too, and I don't really like for it to cut into my family time. So if I ever smoke in the evening / nighttime, it's got to be when my son goes down.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just not going to let that interfere with the time I have with him.
Yeah.
So,
Plus, it's
and
tough.
then,
Your kid's coming up to you, and you're like, I don't want to blow this fucking cigar right in their face. Like,
and then but not only that, a lot of times, my son goes to bed around 8. At that point, I'm like, all right, well, I have 4 people waiting for me to play Call of Duty. So I only have 2 hours, so I got to eat.
Yeah.
I shit probably 800 times a day, so I got to get that out before I play.
Right.
And by that time, I'm usually just like, oh man, the mosquitoes are out, and I don't smoke, in my house or in my garage or anything. So when I smoke, I have to smoke outside, or in my car, and even then, I don't like smoking in my car too often.
Yeah.
My car is already a mess from all the fast food I ate, so I try to keep it clean.
We did smoke in the car today, though. It was a good time.
And we ate fast food in the car.
Yeah, we did.
We did.
Nothing like a fucking Big Mac with your cigar. Fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
Just make your day.
I agree. So, do we have anything else to really talk about? I know that mainly our main goal here was to kind of talk about the Bugattis and show that off, show a little love to Brett as usual.
Yeah, no, I think it's a short episode this week, and that way we can kind of start prepping for the next one. And like we said, guys, we're gonna keep this thing going. We keep coming into some speed bumps and stuff, but overall, we feel like we're still headed in the right direction. So thanks for rocking with us.
Yeah. Once I feel like once life kind of has some normalcy to it again, we'll be able to get back into the grind.
Yeah.
100% again like we were.
Yeah.
And,
Plus, we want to do some events and stuff. We want to stop just being right here.
Yeah.
We want to kind of broaden our content a little bit, and it's just so hard with COVID-19.
It is, and we have a lot of people that we want to talk to, and there's some people that want to be on our episodes with us, and coronavirus has just killed a lot of that. I mean, a lot of the ideas and stuff that we had lined up have fallen through since coronavirus. So, we got to wait to pick those back up once everything goes back to normal. So, it's tougher than you may think to create content sometimes, because while we are pretty creative guys and, we can strike up a conversation about anything to anybody, sometimes it's just tougher to have your heart in it when you have no idea what the fuck you're going to talk about.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, being home from work and stuff, like it's just turned me into a lazy asshole where I'm like staying up till 3 a.m, sleeping till 10. I don't even know what day it is sometimes. Yeah. And I'm like, fuck, man, a week feels like nothing right now.
Mm-hmm.
A week feels like 10 minutes as opposed to like when I was at work 9 to 5, getting up, doing that. Like,
felt like
a week felt like an eternity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, geez, I can, we just got together last week and smoked a cigar, and that feels like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, it really does. Yeah, it really does. Sat here a week ago.
Yeah. So, so anyway, guys, yeah, that's what's going on. Updates, stuff like that. You guys know where to find us. We won't go through all that today because, again, just super casual episode. Having some fun, smoking cigars. We're gonna hop on a V-Herf with some of the boys from Cigar Society. So, with that being said,
have a kick-ass day.